Lemon the Bug and the Mysterious Ice Cream Stand. One very hot summer morning, Lemon was lying in the shade near his doghouse, dreaming about a cold breeze, or a cold watermelon, or maybe someone turning the sun off for 5 minutes. Nearby, Clementine sat on the fence, lazily swishing her tail. "Even the flies are flying slower today," she said. And right at that moment, a magpie swooped into the yard. Not just flew in, she landed like breaking news from television. "Did you hear? They opened a brand new ice cream stand in the village." Lemon jumped up. "Ice cream?" Clementine narrowed her eyes. "And how do you know that?" The magpie proudly puffed out her chest. "I know everything. I already visited it. They have 20 flavors." 20? Gasped Lemon. "But ice cream is supposed to be, well, white." "Sometimes pink," added Clementine. "Strawberry." "And chocolate," Lemon agreed. The magpie leaned in mysteriously. "They have lemon ice cream and even salmon ice cream." Silence fell over the yard. Even the chickens stopped scratching the dirt. "With what?" Lemon and Clementine shouted together. "Salmon," repeated the magpie, "for cats." Clementine almost fell off the fence. "No, no, no. That has to be fake. Ice cream cannot be fish flavored. That feels illegal." "Ice cream is supposed to be sweet," Lemon agreed, "and cold, and made from milk." The magpie snorted. "Oh, really? Humans invent very strange flavors. I even heard there is garlic ice cream somewhere." "Horrifying," whispered Lemon. Clementine thought for a moment. So, who invented ice cream anyway? The magpie immediately started pacing across the fence like a professor. "A very long time ago, people mixed snow with fruit and honey. Thousands of years ago. And in China, people made something similar to ice cream long before refrigerators existed." "Without refrigerators?" Lemon asked in shock. "Yep, they stored ice underground, and people discovered that if you add salt to ice, it becomes even colder." Lemon's eyes grew huge. Wow, science even works inside ice cream. Just then, Grandma Oля came out into the yard. "Why is everyone so noisy this morning?" "Grandma!" shouted Lemon. "There is salmon ice cream in the village. We need to investigate immediately." "And lemon too," Clementine added seriously. Grandma Oля laughed. "Well then, sounds like we're going on a tasting adventure." The ice cream stand stood right beside the village shop. It was bright yellow with giant waffle cones painted on the sides and a sign that said, "Ice cream from all over the world." Lemon walked in circles around the menu. Strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, banana, and suddenly, "Lemon!" salmon!" He practically bounced into the air. Meanwhile, Clementine stared at another flavor, salmon deluxe. Slowly she turned toward the magpie. "It's real." Grandma Ola bought them their ice cream. Lemon got bright yellow lemon ice cream, sweet, sour, and freezing cold. One lick later, "Oh, my brain is frozen." He started running in tiny circles dramatically. Meanwhile, Clementine carefully tasted her salmon ice cream. Everyone nearby stared at her. "Well?" asked Lemon. Clementine thoughtfully took another lick. "This is very strange." "Bad strange?" "No, good strange." Clementine proudly lifted her chin. "This tastes like the life of a very rich cat." They sat together on a bench near the stand. The sun was shining. The magpie was stealing napkins from the tables. Lemon was finally eating his ice cream more slowly, and Clementine guarded her cup like it contained top secret government information. "You know," said Lemon, "I thought ice cream could only be normal. The world is much stranger and much tastier than it seems." Clementine replied, "Sometimes it's worth trying something new, even if it's salmon ice cream." The end.